Hi, Ivan Turner here with another Marketing Minute. During my last two videos, I shared my thoughts on the importance of conducting research on carpet retailers prior to ever closing in on the sale. And in another video, I shared a few of the premiums that my own service company uses to kind of help soften the unexpected visits to retailers, which again we do on a monthly basis. In this Marketing Minute, I'll discuss the two very distinct points of referrals that a carpet retailer can work with you on. But before getting started, I'd like to address a couple of the common questions that I've received from ICS board members after the series of videos previous to this one. Question number one: Ivan, what do I do when entering a carpet retailing store that sells carpet cleaning chemicals and rents carpet cleaning equipment? The answer, for starters, remember this: carpet retailers' bread and butter is in selling floor covering. It's not in peddling carpet cleaning chemicals, and it's certainly not in renting inferior carpet cleaning equipment. Many do it simply because they've got the floor space that allows for this. And believe it or not, many carpet retailers were hoodwinked by some distributor into believing that selling these chemicals was going to be the big add-on for his store. It's simply not the case in most instances. Now, question number two: Ivan, what do I do when visiting carpet retailers and I always see business cards, flyers, brochures laying on the countertops of my competitors? The answer: well, of course you're going to see these when you go into carpet stores. That's the whole point of this goofy series, is to try to teach you how to do front-end marketing referring, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But whenever you see these on the countertop, keep this in mind. It's very difficult for a carpet retailer to tell a carpet cleaner not to leave something behind if he's allowed others to do it. And so he's simply hedging his bets. He's hoping that at some point in time you may send him some business, even though he may not have any intention of sending you business. But the main thing to remember is that your goal in marketing to any of your niche groups is to get into their mind, not onto their countertops. A good referral source will have your business name at the top of his mind, and better yet, when you know you've made a contact, is when that business person that you're marketing to has your telephone number programmed into his cell phone. Now, assuming that you've done your homework and you've built a good enough relationship with the retailer, it should be time for you to think about asking for the referral. But one important thing to keep in mind is this: there are two very different, distinct points of referrals that a retailer can actually use. One is what I refer to as front-end referring, and the other is simply back-end referring. Now look, while both are very profitable, the front-end referring is by far the best way to lock in the retailer, and most importantly, it's the best way to lock out your competitors. Let's discuss back-end referring first. Back-end referring, as the name implies, is simply being there at the right time in the right place, I suppose would be the best analogy. A customer that has bought carpet from Bob, the carpet retailer, gets a stain, or maybe the dog whizzes on his carpet. So the customer calls the retailer and says, "Hey, I've got some cat whiz on my carpet. Can you help me get it out?" That's when you hope that the retailer refers your company. But keep in mind, with back-end referring, you're in a stack of other business cards, and you just can only hope that they call you. That's where we're going to talk about front-end referring in a second, and why it's so much better. Okay, again, front-end referring is different from back-end referring. It's simply taking a customer who is very concerned with maintaining their floor covering investment and offering her a pre-arranged scheduled maintenance program through the retailer. Auto retailers have been doing this successfully for years, and while it's true they do make a profit on the initial sale of the vehicle, they fully understand that the big money is in the residual money that comes in annually for maintenance. So that's something that they fully understand, and it works to their benefit. And the other thing to keep in mind is if someone buys a car and they have this maintenance done annually, for example, and then it comes time for trade-up, who do you think they're going to go to first? Absolutely, the person that's taken care of them for the last 5, 6, 7 years. So let me ask this: who benefits by marketing to carpet retailers? The answer: everyone. The retailer benefits by having a trusted source to service his client's maintenance issues, not to mention the tool that you're going to provide him to help drive traffic to the door, which we just covered in another video. The end user benefits by having a retailer who serves as a one-stop shopping experience, which we all know is in high demand with today's busy lifestyles. And finally, you, the savvy marketer who just so happens to clean carpets, benefits by creating an exciting and very profitable stream of revenue. This is much more than a win-win approach. This is a win-win-win approach. And when applied in a professional and consistent fashion, this trinity of networking will set you light years ahead of your competitors. In my final marketing minute video, which is coming up shortly, I'll share an example of a maintenance program that we had designed for carpet retailers. You can take some ideas out of this and hopefully build your own and capitalize on the retailers that are out there right now hurting, just like a lot of carpet cleaners are, just begging for a good, solid relationship. So until then, so long.